What kind of Starburst?
Red, whatever color red, whatever flavor it is.
We asked JJ this, but I was asking you for a little bit of fun. You guys played for the Victory Bell with Duke, but there's nothing tangible other than pride and that kind of thing to play for in this game. You think should be something that State and Carolina play for?
So I think there should be.
Yeah, like some kind of annual.
I think there's so much pride and trash talk and fans hate each other. I think it's almost better. There's nothing really that you can kind of hold. Just that rivalry, just between the tensions flaring and just the kind of hatred between each other. I think it's enough for personally between us and the State. So.
What kind of atmosphere are you expecting over there Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be rowdy. Obviously, last game. We're both 8-3, big time matchup. Anytime we'll come play State, no matter the record. So, expecting there it gets rowdy over there in Raleigh. So, got all hands on deck. We gotta be ready for it.
JJ was saying that a couple of players can't get that memory out of their mind of the flag waving after the end of the game. Is that kind of stuck in your craw a little bit too?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Anytime somebody does something like that on your home field is disrespectful. So. Our plan is to get back at them and try to come out on the right side this year.
The environment, obviously you were on the field 2 years ago at State, but you had Clemson last week. Can you sort of compare those two environments?
Yeah, Clemson, they did. I think it's two of the best places to play. I think that them two and at VTech, one of the best places. The rowdiness and the fans are into it, and the big tailgate and. A bunch of yelling and on third down especially, people get loud. So we gotta have. I didn't feel like it was really that big of trouble at Clemson a few times, maybe once or twice. We had some snaps, but communication-wise, I thought it was. We were fine last week. A lot of stuff me and Corey between the center and the quarterback was fine, but definitely it gets rowdy in there. So we try to have crowd noise, that pumps in, but it tries to simulate it, but really it doesn't really do justice.
As far as what Clemson was able to do, is it a ramp up in talent that they have, or is there something specific they were doing scheme wise against you, sort of limit?
Yeah, they just challenged us, basically all night. They came out, starting with the first play in man coverage, and they basically stuck with that. Probably a few, here and there, a few different mix-ups, but really they challenged us in man coverage, and just challenged me to make throws, and they heated me up. And it's probably similar to what State does a little bit, and they also got the drop 8. So both similar probably approaches towards us, make us challenge the receivers, challenge tight ends, and challenge our guys, blocking up front with extra hats in the box. I think that's what they did. And obviously Clemson's got great players and great talent and great coaching. So just got to win our one-on-one battles. That's what it comes down to.
You just mentioned State defensively. Take us through a little bit more about what they do that would be a significant challenge for you guys.
Yeah, that 3-3 stack. Yeah, they can bring guys from basically everywhere. They can mix it up. They have some great players and some guys back that, from last year that made some plays, and really they can watch the tape from last year and see how much they dropped 8 on us and rushed 3, and we're effective doing it. I remember watching the first half last year. I think they held us to either 3 or maybe we made it in the score, maybe 10, but and they did a nice job. So I'm sure they got stuff. Coach Coach Gibson, I think DC does a great job and has his guys playing hard. They're flying around and they're playing snap the whistle. So thought we had a chance to hurt them some different ways, and looking forward to it.
What's the mood among the team this week that you've seen since the Clemson game?
Yeah, I think the Clemson game took a lot out of us. With just the heated the environment. The kind of devastating way we hurt ourselves and kind of shot ourselves in the foot when we had a chance, especially early on. And kind of anytime you go into an atmosphere like that, similar to State, you feel like you got to jump on people early. We can't start out slow, or else at home it's tough to come back within that type of environment. So I think anytime for State North Carolina week, the guys are motivated, and I feel like the energy was great today at practice. And I think the best thing about this camaraderie of the team is these guys. We love each other. And we genuinely enjoy hanging around with each other and doing silly stuff in the locker room and some of that. So it'll be just kind of sad to see this season coming in. It goes by so fast.
So you grew up in a UNC family, obviously. When's the first that you remember about the State Carolina kind of rivalry?
Yeah, I remember the early stages. coming here to Keenan. I remember, watching TJ Yates and them play. So kind of instilled in my, early on in my days of, a youngin' of, wearing the Tar Heel jersey with the Tar Heel, imprint with the tattoo. So it's kind of right out the womb. Our parents, we always tuned into North Carolina State in football.
What kind of challenge does playing against Peyton Wilson present, just as a defender?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's I think 5th or 6th year, so he's been able to play a lot of ball. He's made some plays. He's flying around on tape. So looking forward to a matchup, and anytime NC State's defense they do a great job. I think he's probably the center of it. So got to find ways to get him blocked up and try to exploit him. So just approaching it like any other team. It's not it's like. There's nothing like in basketball you can box him once and buys. Just go out there and play football, and if he makes plays, and definitely be a challenge.
I know you've mentioned too that you're not going to make an NFL decision until after the season is done. But have you given any thought to the bowl game or anything like that? Is there any world where this is your last game at UNC?
No, I really haven't given much thought. I think anytime you're playing state and you're at North Carolina, this is all I'm focused about, and I'm dedicating this, my all to go out there and beat state. So that stuff like that will come after the regular season, and my plan is playing the bowl game. So
Going back to the rivalry, does your dad ever mention playing against state?
yeah, he mentioned state. I think sometimes when I was watching the games growing up, they bring back that pass. I think he ended up hitting the ground that he threw maybe on a 4th down or something. Yeah.
He went down on his knee.
Yeah, he went down on his knee. So I think he brings that up.
That's
It's a
still
bummer.
awesome.
Yeah, it's still awesome. So he brings that up every now and then, and obviously I think sometimes they'll probably flash it back, obviously because I'm playing now and his son. But that's it. That same rivalry. He feels the same way. I think none of us, none of the Carolina fans love going over to Raleigh and communicating or interacting with those people.
How much has it been brought up, and I wasn't there at the time, what you said about state a couple of years ago, does that keep being brought up? I know the state fans went crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I just grew up, in middle school, and you had the state friends, and that's the one thing you say, and I shouldn't have said it. I wasn't smart, and they've got the ups on me. They beat us last year, so don't have much room to talk, and obviously regret was saying that's just the inner Carolina fan in me. So just try not to say something dumb this press conference. So.
You may hear it again Saturday.
Going back to, he asked about playing in a bowl game. Is it counterproductive to think about any of that kind of stuff during the year?
Yeah, it just doesn't really help, or it doesn't really do anything in the future. So just trying to worry about what's be where my feet's at, and kind of handle those problems after. Because I know playing this is what you come same type of thing playing at Clemson, playing at state. 8-3, both 2 8-3 football teams. What we come here to play for, and it's gonna be one that you don't want to miss out on.
Last one for Tom.
Hey, Jake,
Oh, Charlie, you got one?
yeah, well,
Go ahead.
yeah, Thanksgiving week,
Yes, sir.
tell us, what do you like, what's your favorite, side dish or dessert?
Yeah, I love pumpkin pie. So me and my dad, that's kind of our thing. We used to always go to the fresh market and pick up pumpkin pies when I was in high school, middle school, and we'd eat a couple of pumpkin pies a week. Other than that, just being with the family at home. I think Luke will get a chance to be back, but seeing the rest of the family and being with my 2 older brothers, just a great time to kind of finally enjoy. We'll have Thursday, get a chance to go home. We usually play state on Friday, so just get a chance to be around the family and kind of get that sense of kind of real Thanksgiving.
What's the comfort level to be able to turn and hand the ball to 28?
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun to go watch them. Two mishaps last week, and I think the first one I could have done a better job, but the way he's running the rock, he's running the best in the country. I stand with Big O no matter what. I was telling him today at practice, enjoy these last couple of special ones. This is the 28 in the backfield. There's not a lot, whether I'm handing off in the 1 or 2 or 3 guys, you feel like a good chance Big O's gonna turn into something. And he really gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. You really see TFLs, and just a joy to play with him. And it's been awesome to see how far he's come.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.